Hello everyone, here's the news for today. Edo State Governor passes Gazette to stop APC direct primaries. The embattled governor of Edo State, Obaseki, has hurriedly signed a new Gazette aimed at stopping the proposed direct primary election by All Progressive Congress in the state. Besides, the governor in the emergency Gazette banned social gathering involving more than 20 persons in the state without his explicit approval, while suggesting stadium as the only facility for any political party desirous of gathering for the purpose of primary elections. The new guidelines announced in the wake of the APC internal primary has been criticized as a body of regulations designed to give the governor special advantage in the election and force the All Progressive Congress as well as INEC into opting for his preferred indirect mode of primaries. The Gazette claimed by the state government to be a product of an epidemiological study that predicted that COVID-19 infection in the state would peak around the 28th of June, made special provisions that broadly reflect the governor's desire for an indirect primary in the state. For instance, despite restricting social gathering to just 20 persons, special conditions were made for the gathering of at most 5,000 people, subject to the written approval of the governor. The 5,000 persons may gather for political reasons must assemble in Benin City in a single facility with capacity for not less than 10,000 persons, according to the Gazette. Coincidentally or not, all these align with the governor's argument for an indirect primary through the use of delegates and other officials numbering up to 5,000. The governor has long expressed his desire for a restricted participation in the party's internal primary at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City, where, according to critics, it is easier for him to use his might of office to influence and rig the process. Essentially, going by the specificity of the Gazette regulations, Governor Godwin Obaseki has written his personal wishes into law, hiding behind an epidemiological study, which evidence is yet to be seen by anyone other than the governor and his political allies. Godwin Obaseki has long faced accusation from several advocacy groups in the state over alleged connivance with health agencies to manipulate the state's COVID-19 situation into enforcing biased laws aimed at giving him an unfair advantage in the APC primary election. A coalition of groups, including the National Youth Advocacy Group, Orion and Uhude Youth Restoration, and Isako Youth Vanguard, said in a joint statement earlier this week that it is to our greatest dismay that as soon as the mode of primaries for Edo 2020 was announced by the APC, the Edo State report on COVID infection has risen astronomically. Whereas it took Edo State 60 days to move from the index case to 100 cases, it has taken just 10 days for the number to leapfrog to about 300 cases. Other civil society groups have expressed concerns over what they describe as governor's dangerous and desperate plans to breach the trust between the government and its people by spreading unnecessary panic and embracing deception to score a political goal. Obaseki's insistence on indirect primary instead of direct primary process that would involve all registered members of the party said to be connected to his waning popularity in the state and widespread rejection by members of the All Progressive Congress who have come to see him as a betrayer and incompetent administrator. That is the news for you guys today. So Obaseki is doing everything within his reach, within his power, to make sure that he emerges as the flag bearer for APC. So he has proposed a gazette that will be favorable to him, and at the same time some groups have come out to criticize what he is doing, and he has already bent on the idea that he wanted the indirect primary election, which Oshomole is totally against, because Oshomole wanted a direct primary election. So let's see what happens. If this actually works, it will be to the advantage of the governor, and that will be great for the Beninese, because that's what they